Let's do it.
Hello, beautiful people. It has been
Hello.
some time. Much excites. Super happy to be back with you. I'm a little low on energy, but that's okay. We're gonna
That's
get through
because
it.
we only have a certain amount of people here as of right now.
Nah. Work has been I think work has been pretty difficult. Other than that, it's just I think been unfortunately kind of a series of events that not necessarily occur specifically on Tuesdays, but they usually last through Tuesdays. I'm quiet. Me? All right. Interesting. What about now? Am I still quiet? It's
I could
Max.
hear you in there.
Yeah, it's Max on OBS for my mic.
Yeah, I think it's. I think he's okay now.
Oh,
Let's
good.
hope.
Well, I don't really know.
I'm.
Or everyone else.
Yeah, I'm coming in pretty hot here. Let me turn down the gain.
Wish I knew how to do that quickly. I mean, I can just drop on the Discord. I can drop the user volume a little bit as well.
Yeah, I already just.
I don't know if everyone else is loud. Can anyone hear me?
I can hear you all right.
That's good.
Yeah, it seems like you're right. I just need to really. I just think I need to back off my mic and be a little bit more.
Usually I'm the loud one. Yeah, what's going on with that?
Well, I think it's because I have my this particular microphone is very sensitive and like picks up literally everything. So I just need to. I think I just need to keep it at a distance is all.
The fancy mic. I see. Oh, I see.
The $1,300 mic.
Holy shit, bro.
And
I mean, it makes sense for what you do and all, but holy shit.
It was a tax write-off.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, dude. It's for the business? Hell yeah. Let's do it.
All right. We're about to have a very interesting perspective for this. If I'm going to end up going with the idea that I currently have floating in the brain.
I also got some new gear coming my way. Just because I wanted it.
It's a Neumann U87.
No, it's not. It's not.
Wait, I think that would
What's
give
the gear?
Away too quickly.
It's a preamp. It's like a yeah, I said, hey, what's a good preamp? I asked Peo, hey, what's a good preamp? He goes, here, this one. I'm like, okay. I'm like, here's the budget. He goes, this one. And I go, all right.
Peo is
I trust him.
A good audio guy.
Very good. Very good. He's very good at what he does.
Whatever works.
Now I'm just curious, what will the preamp help with?
It'll help with it'll automate a couple of things that I won't have to do in like go back and edit. The hope is it'll be able to like do a little bit of compression and EQing and just like overall make the audio balanced a little bit better. It'll just streamline my workflow is all is the hope. I was about to get another one. I was about to get a something with a bunch of bells and whistles, like it was a. I think a lot of channel strip processors have this, but they have like as you're recording, it'll EQ, it'll noise gate, it'll compress, it'll.
I would love something like that so much.
Yeah, and it's good. I just can't fit it in my booth, so I'm going with one that does some more basic stuff. And I got a pretty good recording environment, which is not what I'm using right now. So I just need to.
No, I'm not using a good recording environment by any means.
Yeah.
And yes, I do agree, Wesley. It is sad when only 1/10,000th of the subscribers show up to the live streams.
Yep.
God,
Oh well.
when you put
Yeah.
it into a number like that, it kind of hurts.
It's yeah.
But I guess the good thing about this is how we know who the true fans are, because they will support us no matter what we do. Like, no matter what projects we do, they say, yes, do what you gotta do, rather than people who are just saying, we only want Log Horizon. We only want this abridged content. We only want that abridged content. If you're not doing any of that, then you can just leave.
Oh no, no, not really, not really. They know what they like.
Yeah, please don't leave.
Like don't leave, don't leave.
No,
Like
I'm not
I could.
saying that to the people, but I guess that was just me voicing like
It's
what I'm
it's
thinking they could say.
yeah. All right, that's. I can understand the frustration, but it's yeah, it's yeah. I suppose yeah. Also, not everyone has time for live streams. That's also very
And
true.
that is true.
Yeah, I just like
Yeah, but I think the live streams are where we have a bit more fun, where we get to get a bit loose.
yeah. It's a little more. It's more personality driven, and get to show off some pretty dope artwork.
God, I mean,
Also, hi Kenneth.
eh, dope.
Senor Mr. Soto, what's up, dude?
Saw, dude.
So, dude.
Also, Marak,
What's
I am very
You know,
excited to hear that you actually got a notification for the stream being up.
Yes.
Hopefully that is now functioning and working for all other subscribers who have hit the bell. Which, speaking of, if you've subscribed but haven't hit the bell, then you're not getting notifications for all of the upcoming Fat Dog videos. So go ahead and take a peek at the channel page and slap that bell.
I think you said "so," dude. I think there's a Twitter account that retweets every tweet that says "so," dude.
Bro.
Yeah, they know what they're
And
about.
here, when you were doing it, I was just thinking of the "What's up" from Scary Movie.
I don't even know where that came from. It's just like, saw, dude.
"So," dude. Yeah, I'm not sure where it came. Maybe it's like one of those like very ambiguous. It didn't never really start. It always just was there. It never really began or ended. I like to think of it that way.
I mean, I think that it comes from like, I don't know, man. It comes from what am I trying to say? From just like stoner kids.
Yep, maybe. Now you know what? I'm actually gonna confirm whether or not that Twitter account exists, just so I don't look like
Also,
a
for those of
moron.
you just coming in and wondering who the hell we are, hi. I am Shara Zorel. I am a voice actor for Phatdogs Studios and a couple of other abridged channels. The things you might know me for are Miss Merry Christmas in One Piece Alabasta Abridged, which is on Phatdogs Studios' website and not on YouTube because Toei and copyright do not mix well together. They mix like water and oil. But another thing you might know me for is Soka, the lizard girl from That Time I Got Abridged as a Slime. And I do a couple of other roles here and there.
Yay!
Wow, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of Twitter handles that just have the phrase "saw dude" in the actual handle.
Oh, I'm so certain. I mean, it's just like it's almost like a universal phrase at this point. I feel like
Yeah,
maybe
yeah, I
from
think you're right.
the millennial generation at least. I don't know.
Ha ha.
Ooh, God. All right, so the original
Probably.
pose maybe is
Follow
not working
you.
out.
How do you do, fellow kids?
How do you do, fellow kids? Yeah.
All right.
They mix like water and molten salt. Side note, fun video from Backyard Scientist. I actually haven't seen water and molten salt mix, so I would not know.
Let's find a YouTube video that shows that.
I would
Not to
say
go
it's-
to it to save it for later because we're doing a thing right
Just
now.
keep it tabbed. Just keep it tabbed.
I'm keeping it tabbed.
Lord have mercy.
Water and molten salt.
Why doesn't
That's
brain
cool.
want to exist right now.
Brain.exe has stopped working.
Alright. We're going full-blown rotation here, trying to get the fucking angle right on this.
Water and molten aluminum.
That is actually a very good question. Who are you drawing, Miki?
Oh, so that's a great question. And I'm so very interested to hear your guesses. So, as per the channel announcement, we are working on the next Phatdog poster for Czech. So that gives you some context of at least a limited number of who this could potentially be. We already know that Jin and the Black Hand have posters. So I am genuinely curious to your guesses as who you think we may be drawing. I'm avoiding right now any identifying characteristics at this moment. But I'll and don't just guess like every single one of them. Like actually, you know, it's like throw down your one guess.
That's like your hangman type guess. Except for instead of someone drawing a head and then a body, then an arm and a leg, or a pair of arms and legs.
I think it's in Devin's bathroom.
Ooh, aluminum thermal explosion. I'll watch that.
Explosion!
Bad?
Fun fact, I've never seen Konosuba, and all due respect, nor do I want to see Konosuba.
Oh.
I mean, a lot of people say it's funny, but the characters in the harem are so utterly useless, and while I get that that's the joke...
True, though.
I mean...
Like, that's the appeal, and if you don't like it for what it is, that's one thing. It's totally fine, but it's like
I mean,
it's for a specific audience.
No hesitation, just like, damn, say it how it is.
I mean, yeah, Char's correct, but that's part of the reason why it's funny.
I know that's one of the main things, and like one of the main jokes is that Aqua as a character is completely useless. All she can do, even though she brags about being a goddess, the biggest power that she has is like the purification, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, she can just do whatever she wants with water. Oh my god.
Also, Tony doesn't even know. That's a good sign. Hi, Tony.
Hi. Hello.
That Tony said in the chat, I don't even know in terms of what you're drawing, Miki.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, yeah. Tony doesn't even know. I have not disclosed to anybody the next choice. It is not Megumi. Or it's not. Yeah. Okay. So, it's not Tetra or Haseo.
Oh yeah, Aqua has brought people back from the dead. That's true.
Ah, I actually did not know that. So she's
That's pretty useful.
That is useful. Not as useless as I thought.
Oh, I didn't have my phone.
And she can destroy undead with ease. I guess I'm thinking about that time when she went up against those weird frog things. And she's tried to do a bunch of purification stuff.
Hi.
And hello.
Hi.
Let's see. Who is that? It is Richie. Hello, Richie.
It's me, Mario.
Woohoo.
Alright.
Woohoo.
Okay, alright.
See, Danielle is trying to join the server. Lady Chan is trying to join the Phatdog server. And I was like, why aren't you in the server? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, why are you not in the server?
Spirit is guessing that you are drawing the Mad Doc.
And I don't have... For some reason, I don't have the ability to invite people to the server. Like, it's not in the drop-down menu. I can edit server profile. I don't understand. Like, I can boost the server, notification settings, privacy settings.
I got nothing.
This is so weird. Yeah, man. What is up with that?
The mad no name does not count. Come on, show your true fandom here.
What?
I'm giving.
We are trying to get people to guess which character Miki is drawing.
Okay. All I see is a head.
Yes.
Okay. And there are no distinct features on said head. And it currently has no hair. So
that is
precisely here,
Jared.
Clearly you're drawing Saitama.
Ah, yes.
Woo!
There you go.
Bald
It is
with no
I.
distinct features.
Me.
Also,
It is I, me.
Tony. Hello, Tony.
I love that. Let's just get Fel in here. That way we have all three of the powers. You know, the Triforce of irritation. That's you, me, and Fel.
So, just based on the pose, I have a few ideas, but I'm not going to say anything.
No. This is free game. You are just as much in the dark as everybody else.
Okay, so this isn't like a Fat Dog specific character. This is
No, it
just
is.
general. Oh, it is.
It's a check character.
Specific.
Oh, see, then you already have a leg up.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not going to say anything.
You cheater! You're the writer for this. I mean, here's the benefit of the doubt. Even if I was the writer for Check, I have ADHD, so I would have already forgotten.
Yeah, but he also does not. The only person that exists on this planet at this exact moment who knows what character this is me.
Okay. She is right. She is right. And I have a few ideas just based on the facial expression.
I still say it's Saitama. Bald, no real facial features. Saitama, 100%.
Sokka. I'm just.
And as soon as
the big meme part, this armor which has been used to seal my immeasurable massive power has been broken, and then in Japanese, Saitama says, "Sokka," which means okay.
Okay.
So as soon as I see what he's wearing, though, I'll know for a fact.
Also, by the way,
whatever you do, draw the clothes last.
Yeah, right. Pretty assumptive here that it's
pretty bold of you to assume there's going to be clothes.
Well, he's got a pretty masculine jaw there, so.
Bold of you to assume they're gender pronouns.
Well, given that I made the characters.
No, Alrak, you can't guess.
I'm sorry. I don't see an Adam's apple. They're not a male. And if I don't see ID, they're 12. Just a safe rule of thumb for everybody. If you don't see an ID, they're 12. Trust me, believe that at every convention you go to, it will save your life. And time.
What? Oh, no, you're fucking with me now. Although now that I'm seeing the pose and the boob, I now know exactly who this is.
You don't know? They could be fake titties.
No. I know exactly who this is now.
I've seen Henry from MXR wear fake titties. Nothing is real. The world is lies.
Robin Williams wore fake tits.
And a good set of breasticles they were.
I could just be fucking with you guys.
You could just be fucking with me. You are right. You could just be fucking with me, but I've got a pretty good idea, and it is one of my favorite characters.
Also,
and yes, that is a JoJo reference.
I don't know if I told any of you guys this, other than Cody. I'm going to a convention in Baltimore, Maryland next month, and Richard Epcar, the voice of Old Man Joestar, is going to be there.
Ha 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 ha! Richard Epcar, he and I have been on a feud for a long time.
Oh no, really?
Not an angry one. Not an angry one. Just a polite feud.
Okay, what's this polite feud about?
He has voiced the Joker in several different projects, and so I give him a lot of shit because I'm the bigger dick who can voice the Joker. I had that as my profile. I had that as my profile on Twitter for so long. I was like, I'm the bigger dick that voices the Joker. Richard Epcar found out about it, and he was like, "You son of a bitch," and I'm like, "Yeah!" So. Which is
But-
funny because we've never met, we've never spoken to each other. It's not a major hostility. We've interacted maybe 3 times online, but we have so many mutuals.
That is hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious.
We have so many mutuals. It's like whenever I encounter somebody that's seen Steve Bloom, I'm just like, oh, tell him I said, hey, baby.
So I
We
just
communicate through other people. It's so weird.
Assuming you are not screwing with me and you're not gonna be erasing the boobs. This, under the assumption that you're not messing with me, right?
Yeah, God. Are you gonna take the boobs away, God? Every man's worst fear. Don't take the boobies away.
Assuming that the boobs will not be redacted, this is actually a character that I am super excited to open auditions for, and there is actually someone very specific that I'm going to be reaching out to that I want to audition for said
Yes,
character.
I will audition for your character.
Get over yourself. I was talking about Corin. I was talking about Megami 33 Corin.
Yeah.
No,
I always screw up her
100%.
name.
100%. I have not auditioned for anything. I haven't voiced for anything outside of like the Fat Dog projects that I've been working on lately, just because, well, 1, I don't have the time, and 2, I don't have any self-confidence, and 3, I don't have any time. So
No, that is pretty much how I feel. I was talking with someone earlier today, just catching up. One of the things that he's been doing is he's been doing some opera stuff. Like in summer 2020, he went to Germany to do the Magic Flute. But one of the things that he asked me when we were on the phone is he said, "Are you doing professional voice acting? Are you doing anime?" And I'm just like, here's the thing. College.
So the word professional.
Hey Miki, I actually need something from you. The transparent fat dog head that you have there in the top right. Can you send that to me?
It's a maybe, bro.
All right, cool. Because I do need it. We got to update the logos for the gaming channel.
That's a firm confirmation of a definite maybe.
So my
God, every single time I hear that, just reminds me of a spin class that I took for a couple times, and there's a song that you do when it gets to like the faster part. It starts off slow, and then gradually it gets to this part where the drums go doom 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 doom, or and then you hear the person in the track go maybe. So whenever I hear someone say maybe, I just immediately think maybe. I don't know why. Sorry, that was awkward.
Have the color on there. Why don't I just have this somewhere saved? Hi, Shadow.
Is it Shadow?
No, that's Bryce.
No,
yeah,
Shadow.
no, Shadow said hello. Shadow said hello. in the chat.
Okay.
I apologize. Hi,
I was like, what's going on?
Okay,
Like, wait,
Shadow
did Shadow be? But by the way, guys, for the people
wow.
who are
party.
who are in the chat watching this right now, if you guys want to actually join the call, that is one of the perks available for our Patreon, maximum overdog and above. So $50 tier and up can join these art streams. I was gonna say weekly, but we've kind of been missing more than we've been hitting just because life's been a frigid bitch recently.
Oh, unbelievably so.
Very figurative.
Looks out the window, can
I can
confirm.
attest to that. I think we all can attest to that.
But actually, speaking of life being a frigid bitch, and we're finally getting over it. Air Gear, Rollerblades Episode 1, Air Gear will be premiering tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, okay.
Well-
I have to do a thing then.
Oh shit! Is it?
Yeah, we have 2 different things premiering at the same time. So
Oh, we do? Shit! I'm sorry, I didn't realize.
you said to do Wednesdays at that time, so that's what I had scheduled it for.
Fuck, because I would looked at the thing and I didn't see anything coming out tomorrow.
Yeah, a couple hours ago is when I uploaded it.
Oh, that's why, because I checked it earlier today.
Yeah.
So that explains it.
Yeah.
Sorry
so what's
about that.
another time? What's another time? Because I'm not doing it today now.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't realize it was. Did you reserve the day like earlier and I just forgot? Because if so, then I'll push mine back.
Wednesday. You told me to publish either on Mondays, Wednesdays, or Saturdays.
The inner strifes of Phatdogs.
At 4. And abridged stuff has to take precedence, so I'm gonna move my thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me, I can pull up the date. Yeah, sorry, we got a lot of stuff going on, guys, so
1 p.m. Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff. There's stuff that I've given my hot take on today that I did not want to cover in
well, you know,
video.
if you want, you can also, if you want to premiere it, or if you want to post it in the mornings, that also will work at, 8 a.m. Eastern. That way you get both, East Coasters on their way to work and West Coasters enjoying their lunch break.
Yeah, I think you're forgetting another very important demographic because you're thinking about the continental U.S. A lot of the reason why I was going for like the afternoon stuff or like the midday noon lunch crowd kind of type thing is because we also have a lot of Europeans.
When was this scheduled to go? Oh, 5. Wow, exactly 5 p.m. Holy shit.
Yeah. That's what time you told me was the best time to post. And I'm like, I'm trusting you on this. But to be honest, my content, it kind of doesn't matter when it's getting posted. It's not going to get a lot of views.
That is true, unfortunately.
Yeah.
That's not putting anything down on it. His content is just fine. It's just the algorithm.
It's not abridged. No, it's not abridged content, so it wasn't going to get any.
Shit, dude. Even our abridged content's getting snubbed by the algorithm.
We have 16,000 views on the menu cut.
Yeah, so, my point exactly.
Yeah. Also, I did need to mention we should probably private part 1 and part 2 now. Because we're already getting people yelling at us about the ending of part 2, and I'm like, guys, you need to check this out. So
you know what, I'll do that right now.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing. I'll if I can, I'll mess with the playlist while you work on that. I'll take the 2 off the. Oh no, I already took those 2 off the playlist. They're good. It goes directly from episode 11 to the menu cut.
All right, I will put those as. Cool.
I get what they're saying about it feeling a little out of place because we put the new scene in and then we add the old scene and we didn't change any of the dialogue.
Yeah, no, yeah, I get that. Yeah,
I get that, like... but that's not as jarring. And people are like, "Oh, it makes a lot of sense." And I do need to respond to one comment directly that was like, you know, I feel like everything that you built up to is meaningless now.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that comment too. And I'm just like, bro. It's like, an abridged series.
I'm like, number one, I think we're all very, very grateful that you became that attached to the shitty characters we made.
Yeah.
And yes, as the person that wrote them, I am 100% okay with calling them shitty characters. It's okay. I did put a lot of thought into them, and I do care about how the characters are portrayed. They're not my characters that don't own them. But there's so much that. Oh man, there's just so much that I wish I could have done, like, and that's not even looking back on. That's not even looking back on like the most recent episode. Like, there's not a single episode that does not go by that I don't go, shit, I missed a thing, and I've been working on this for months. How did this slip by? You know,
I am already in love with this. I'm loving what you're doing here. I'm fucking picking up what you're putting down here, Miki.
Good, excellent. We love.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, to plug something that is not ours for once, Ghostbusters Afterlife is out on DVD, Blu-ray, and digital POVD. Go check that shit out. It's really, really good.
POVD.
Seen it show up on my TV.
Premium video on demand.
I know that you have been raving about it, so
it's good. It's really good.
You should probably watch it.
You can just buy it digitally. You can just purchase it for like $20 on Amazon, and then you've just got it on your Amazon Video.
Is there such a thing as an abridged cubed? I know there's such a thing as abridged squared, and that's kind of what Dragon Ball Kai abridged did.
I don't know. I guess you'll have to wait. I
Monster.
guess you'll have to wait until Konosuba gets released to find out.
Someone did ask earlier, when will Konosuba get released?
When it's good and ready.
Yep. It'll get here when it gets here.
We just started working on it and we're already getting that. It's like, when Konosuba? You know what? It's now delayed another month because you asked.
Crafter, we've already done an abridged of Log Horizon.
We did the good cut.
Yep, we did. where Akatsuki voiced every character.
I can't wait to get. I can't wait to give Lennon more roles. Like, okay.
Lennon is an amazing voice actress.
I want to cast Lennon in Konosuba, but as a very different archetypal character to what she's been portraying for us and for Something Witty. Like, I want to find a character that's so unique and be like, Lennon, I just want to see you pull this off because you've got range, and I want to see her do it. Yeah. So.
I definitely agree with the fact that she has amazing range. Like, the first thing I ever heard her in was Cody and I are part of Slap Happy Chaps. So one of the first video that I did on their channel was Batman Assault on Arkham Abridged. Cody played Captain Boomerang, and I thought he had a great Australian accent. I played Killer Frost. Lennon played Harley Quinn. And
was that the one where I was playing KG Beast?
I don't think you were, actually.
KG Beast, the guy that gets his head popped in the very beginning, the little Russian dude.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I think I played it in an Assault on Arkham Abridged. I don't know who specifically it was for, but
But I
was a KG Beast, and yeah.
When I heard Lennon's first line as Harley, I was automatically impressed. She's a phenomenal voice actress. And when I heard her, I auditioned for Harley first before I got to play Killer Frost. And when I heard Lennon doing Harley Quinn, I was just like, okay, yep, I can understand why she got casted on me. She's phenomenal.
Dude, that's like the best though, is like, you know, because it's really disappointing and disheartening sometimes when you don't get something you applied for, but then when you see that, like, the one that did really does it justice and really does deserve it, it just kind of somehow, it gives a semblance
makes you feel
to all
better.
Of it. Yeah. It does.
Oh, that also reminds me, Tony, I have, here's my ADHD kicking in again.
Oh boy.
I have some stuff to send you within the next week or so that is for patrons only.
Oh, cool.
It will never see the light of day outside patrons.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Miki, Jared just put in his guess.
I would say that at this point in time, I think that if you are a fan, it is probably pretty recognizable.
It's an Australian were spider. Yes.
Yes.
But yeah, Dr. Molly Gray. I absolutely want.
Well, I mean, now that she's drawn a freaking half a spectacle, it's kind of obvious.
Yeah, but no. As soon as I saw the boob, I'm like, okay, no, I know who it is.
Wow. Well, I was specifically waiting to draw the spectacles until I
waiting on the world to change.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gotta keep waiting.
But I absolutely want
the world to change.
All right. Anyway,
I absolutely want Corinne to audition for Molly.
That reminds me.
She could play her very well.
Where is he?
Oh yeah, no.
Cody, are you there? Are you still muted?
Oh,
there he is. Yeah, hi, Cody. I missed you.
He was for just.
Yes, I am here, dude. It's so good.
It's so good. How is Mittens?
Dead.
No! No! Not Mittens! No! You heartless bastards! By the way, I'm talking about Bernie. Mittens is Bernie. Yeah.
By the way,
not
I would hope not.
Would you
Be a sad day.
would you like the
Can I voice
you know,
Mittens?
Mittens isn't what?
It sounded like you were saying, by the way, Richie. I was like, I was like, are you looking for somebody to voice Mittens? I will absolutely voice Mittens. Let's
No,
do
listen,
Guys, I
if
probably gotta go.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
sorry.
well,
It was good seeing you.
Hopefully
Yeah,
see you
thank
next
you.
Monday.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
But school and stuff.
Let's
Yes.
read books and be derps. By the way, any of you is welcome to join us if you have book.
Yes.
but yeah, would you like the legend for Mittens for what's coming out?
And done. The legend for Mittens.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But only if you can promise me a living. But only if you can promise me a living wage.
So, all right, actually, speaking of, because you brought this up, and Cody is in the call now. So, so Rich and I were joking around.
What have we done?
Rich and I were joking around, and I was like, because I was trying to, because it's not happening at this point, because they just never replied. But I was trying to get Dan Avidan and I'm brain farting super hard, but the voice actor from Midoriya for the
Justin Brenner.
Justin Brenner or
Brenner.
Dan Avidan to I was trying to commission them to voice a little short to basically.
I'm still tripping over the Queen of Destruction and the Murder King are now officially husband and wife.
Oh, so messy.
Oh, okay. The dub voice of Milim and the dub voice of Bakugo are married.
Ah.
Yeah, so Murder Explosion King has married the Queen of Destruction.
So I was trying to get a hold of them because I wanted one of them to be the voice of the Fat Dog.
Oh, that would have been cool.
I know, and I was offering them a decent amount for what was effectively going to be a 5 to 10 second clip.
If you
Oh, Blue Tracksuit Gamer, thank you for the $10.
Blue Tracksuit Gamer. All I can stupid Hawkeye. Now all I can think is the Tracksuit Mafia. And I just want to call everybody bro now.
So we anyway,
bro.
We were talking about that Patreon message, and I'm like, bruh, fucking Cody, has actually seen Mittens in person, across the street from him on several occasions.
His office building is next to mine, so
Yeah.
So.
And I'm like, bruh, we need to have fucking Cody just walk up to me here's $20, read this into my phone.
$15 an hour.
I am once again asking you to support Fat Dog Studios on the Patreon.
If we can't get Mittens, I'll do it for half price.
It'd be fucking great.
If we can't get professional Mittens, I will happily do it. I am the Fat Dog. I am discount Bernie Sanders, and I am once again asking for your Patreon support. I'm okay with being discount Bernie Sanders.
If we actually got him, I would not make that the voice of the Fat Dog. I would straight up just be like, yo, fucking Bernie Sanders right here, boys. Just fucking, just record him saying that, put that shit in the front of our videos, fucking done deal.
Okay, where do we go to find Lady Chan joined the server? She needs to be added as Fat Dog crew.
I'll take care of it.
She does voice for us.
Why did she leave in the first place?
I don't think she ever joined.
I'm pretty sure she did.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't know. I don't keep up with the server.
Huh.
I don't have the ability to invite people, so I had to send her the YouTube link.
Did she join? I don't see her.
It's probably because it's under. Okay, I will send you this. I will send you this name.
Is it the one that joined at 906?
Bam. That might be it.
Alrighty.
Alright, hold up.
Do some fixing.
Okay, so she changed That explains a lot, actually.
Yeah, you might want to change her nickname to Lady Chan.
Yeah, so she changed, like, she lost access to her Discord or something?
She might have had to change Discords, yeah. She's only ever been active on that one. I don't see her as Lady Chan anymore.
Okay. That explains a lot.
So you may have to change it to Lady Chan.
I'm doing that right now.
For anonymity's sake. Also, I like that you changed your name to Redesign. Legend Redesign.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that.
Yeah, I thought. Thank you. I just thought it was funny.
It's very punny.
Haha.
So, since I primarily cover anime news and I didn't want to put up a thing talking about gaming, I just figured we should really quickly cover Microsoft bought Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion. What do you guys think about that?
Finished, or is that like they're talking about it?
No,
it's done.
It's a done deal, but
it won't fully go through until next year. And from the sound of things, the head of Activision, the CEO of Activision, will be gone by that point.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way that it's going, it sounds like now this might just be wishful thinking on my end, but it sounds like Microsoft needs to do some house cleaning at upper management levels and get those terrible people out of Activision Blizzard and allow the devs, the actual like hardworking employees, to just work on stuff. I don't know how well this went over with Bethesda when Microsoft took over ownership of Bethesda. But I mean, if you're adding Activision Blizzard stuff to Xbox Game Pass, this is a giant win for consumers, for people who have Xbox Game Pass. Like, holy crap. That's a big
basically
deal.
it's got to go through all the red tape, but it's effectively agreed on.
Yeah.
Like, it was like $95 cash per for each share. Like $95.
It has to be approved. It has to be approved by, I think, Congress at this point, because
that's what I mean.
Microsoft became
this happened, there was a whole bunch of like making sure it's not the legal monopoly and all this other stuff.
Microsoft, with this purchase, would become the third largest game producer, or the game owning studio.
Behind Tencent and Sony.
Yeah, behind Tencent and Sony.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. I just was wondering what you guys' thoughts were on that. So,
I mean, honestly, like, if it means people are going to be treated better, let them have their pseudo monopoly.
Also, everybody that's in the Northeast, Northeast, Southeast, and possibly the Midwest, brace for impact. We've got another winter storm brewing.
You guys are so fucking... God damn it. Give me some snow, motherfucker.
No, you don't want what we fucking have up here right now. Everything's come to a fucking grinding halt.
We've got another major winter storm that is going to be passing through, and they're already like by the end of the week. Like, the snow just melted. A couple days later, we're gonna get another fucking.
No, we still got snow here too. Like,
we've still got a little bit of snow, but it's mostly melted. It's mostly melted here. There's still some. The thing is, we had more ice and black ice. We had only like an inch and a half of snow. Because the weather service was warning, hey, you could have 5 to 8 inches. And I was like, really? Okay, well, that's a shit. If we got 5 to 8 inches down here, shit would shut down.
We actually got 5 to 8 inches, not this past Sunday, but actually the Sunday before that, and it melted pretty quick. But I mean, we were quite snowed in for.
My parents called me to wish me happy birthday, and that was when it started snowing. So I just turned on video on my phone and then turned the camera around. I was like, hey, this is what we're dealing with. My mom's like, oh, this big snow. Oh, I wish I was there. I was like, no, you don't. No, you really don't.
Dude, two Sundays ago when we did get 5 to 6 inches, it was so fucking cold that like I walked outside to just like kind of look at the snow and run my hands through it, and you could see the actual like snowflake, like the fucking like snowflake formation in each little flake. It was so pristine. It was very wild. I don't think I've ever seen it retain the way that it did. Wow. All right then. Crickets. Nobody else, I suppose, was impressed by that. I was impressed.
I mean,
I've
if
never-
if I actually saw it, I would absolutely be.
I was
I-
typing and I can't speak while I'm typing, or I'll end up typing what I'm saying out loud.
Well, that's a
Okay.
fucking shame.
I'm
Yeah.
Canadian. When it goes above my car, I'm like, hey, look, we finally got some like regular snow.
I was like, oh yeah, it's Edmonton. It sucks, eh? It was like, I'm just all I can think about is the Brad Williams thing. I am 3 feet fucking tall. If you fall over in the snow, then your knee gets wet. Oh, it's winter time. If I fall over in 1.5 feet of snow, I die. Oh my god, I love Brad Williams. Went into a sporting goods store. I got one of those little flat soccer flags, taped it to my back. Brad, you look dumb. Don't care. I'm gonna live. Oh my God. I love that dude. He's so funny. He's like, I'm 3 feet fucking tall. If I fall down in the snow, I die. Oh
guy.
man. Yep.
Oh my god, my hair makes no sense.
Mine too.
It's fine though.
Damn, it's damn hot in here in Australia. Gee, I wonder if maybe that's because you're on the side of the planet that's getting summer right now.
Honestly, I'm pretty okay with the snow, mostly because we're literally a stone's throw away from a Kroger. So it's like, for us, not really impacted much. We literally walk outside our front door, Kroger, right there. You can literally see it. So we just walk across
we
the
don't
street.
travel.
Am I the only one who heard Wisconsin accent there for a moment?
A Wisconsin accent?
Yeah. Was that
No.
just me or?
No.
Okay.
I think that was just you, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. If you want to hear, funny enough, if you want to hear a Minnesota or a Wisconsin accent, just ask Lena and she'll be happy.
Dude,
to
I'm
oblige.
telling you, Miki just did one for like a sentence or two.
That's
you-
the trick.
are you from Wisconsin or Minnesota?
Actually, the very interesting side of that story is my dad is from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Yeah.
All I hear is the generic Southern AF Nashville accent.
What? I don't have that.
I didn't say thick country, generic Southern Nashville accent.
See, I usually don't even get pegged as a Southerner. Normally people
You have to realize that most people that I know that are kind of like have been in Nashville for like an extended period of time typically don't have an accent, but they say Southern words.
Oh, well, yeah, okay. Saying Southern
Now
words.
that sounded like, well, yeah, okay. Now that sounded Wisconsin.
Okay, but all right, fair. I don't know.
Like I was up all the way in Ashtabula, Ohio, and people didn't know I was from the South until I started saying like certain phrases that only get said in the South.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking like phrases and stuff, then yeah.
Well, no, there's certain words and stuff too. Like people up north don't say y'all all that much.
Well, right. Yeah. But anyways, the point stands is that I don't really have a Southern accent per se, but I'll
You do.
definitely-
You just don't have a Southern drawl. Everybody thinks that accent and drawl are the same thing. They're not.
Well, that said, I'll agree with you that I do have Southern vocabulary for sure.
There you go. Well, that vocabulary is technically attributed to accent, so that's why I say it accent.
Yeah.
In your mind, accent means something different.
I
And that's okay.
accommodated. All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
She's like, "Don't call me Southern." It's like it's such a crime. How dare?
Yeah, I mean, as a natural born Northerner, a wee bit. A wee bit.
As a natural born Northerner, I am so offended. All right, fine. I will never say it again, you fucking Yankee.
Wow! Wow! Jeez! The
Yeah,
hostility!
Escalated quickly, didn't it?
It did! You need to bring it back down, Space Cowboy!
Nah. Speaking of Space Cowboy, there's some more Cowboy Bebop news that gets covered tomorrow. So make sure to go check out that morning video.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that like the petition reached a certain number of signatures or something.
Yeah, nowhere near enough.
Yeah. It was like what, 120,000?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh my god. Why do I do this to myself? It was hard to draw Molly's hair just in a standard fashion. This is... Why did I change my style? Somebody tell me.
I'm gonna dip this potato in some crushed Vicodin. And there's nobody here to stop me.
I mean, that's, that's your decision as an adult. You go for that.
100 points in the game of life if you can tell me what movie that's quoted from.
Oh, well. I failed. I think we all realized that.
Any guesses?
Nope.
I can help narrow it down for you.
I don't. It probably wouldn't help me, but all right. Shoot.
It's a Matt Damon movie.
Nope. Sorry. Sorry to disappoint yours, but I don't.
In which Matt Damon says that he can float around like Iron Man.
Wait.
Yep. Hilariously, there are at least one. There's a Lord of the Rings character and 2 members, I guess technically members of the Avengers in it.
Oh, is it The Martian?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Well, somebody's
Wong and the Winter Soldier are both in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's the Iron Man line that
I can fly around like Iron Man.
Yeah, like,
let's go, Iron Man.
It's like, hold on. It's like, wait, I need
like
one more
literally, he is running out of rations. He only has potatoes. Everything has just gone horribly downhill for him while he's stuck on Mars. And he goes, I'm going to dip this potato in crushed Vicodin, and there's no one that can stop me. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you're on a planet all by yourself. I don't blame you. Mark Watney, space pirate.
All right.
Have you seen The Martian?
I don't know.
You should definitely give it a watch. It's pretty good.
Quite frankly, the gut tells me I've seen it, but the reality is that object permanence is a bitch.
Which is a good reason to see it again.
But I also, once I realize if I've watched something, unless I have an intense feeling of love for it, I will not rewatch something. It's a waste of my life, time, and space, and the given reason for that is because of object permanence. If I didn't remember it the first time, the fuck makes you think I'll remember it the second time?
Well, I look at it this way. If you didn't remember it the first time, then that means you get to experience all those emotions all over again.
Yeah, that's a very optimistic way to look at that. I'll give you that.
Mm-hmm. Actually, it's just playing devil's advocate. I take the logic that you're presenting and I flip it on itself.
Well, yeah.
It has nothing to do with optimism versus pessimism. It's just like, oh, okay, I can play devil's advocate here.
But it is, when you think about it, the optimistic view to my pessimistic.
If you say so. I mean,
right,
it was both annoying and absolutely lovable that my grandpa was going through just the first stage of Alzheimer's, because like one Christmas it snowed and every 5 minutes it was like, it's snowing, and like it was annoying to us, but to him it was the greatest thing.
I'm so confused. Yeah,
my grandpa.
Okay, all right, I got it. It took a second. It's okay. It's been a long day. You got to give me some time.
Also, it seems your Alzheimer's is kicking in.
The process speed is not there.
Get you some extra RAM.
No, that's Darkon.
How dare! Don't take my thing.
But no, you know what? Speaking of the optimism, optimism and pessimism. You guys want to hear my optimistic view on pessimism?
No, stop, never.
Not this shit again.
Well, that depends. That really depends. Do you want to hear my pessimistic view on optimism?
No,
Sure.
I don't want to hear that either.
I do, actually.
kind of can of worms have you opened up here now?
I mean,
Bring
here's
that
the
to-
thing.
bring
Here's the
that-
thing. Here's the
bring
thing.
that to DMs, dude.
Optimists and pessimists are both wrong. Because you're basically measuring water, but you've also got air. So at the same time, the glass is fucking full.
Fair. My look on it is
The realist just drinks it because they're thirsty.
fair enough. The way I look at pessimism is I am either always right or pleasantly surprised.
No, all right. No, that's neither. That's not that. No, that's egotism. That's egotism. You stumbled upon egotism and tried to rebrand it. No. That's egotism.
No, because
I should know. We can smell our own.
No, because the way I look at it is things will. The way I always assume things will never work out. But if they do, I'm pleasantly surprised. That's not ego. That is pessimism to the nth degree.
What was the first part?
I am either always right.
Exactly. That's egotism. Right there.
Meaning things will always be shit, or I'm pleasantly surprised where they're not shit. That's not egotism. I always assume things.
I am always right. I am always right is the starting point for that. That's egotism.
No, but it depends on the context of
I
what
should
you're
know.
being right about.
I should know we can smell our own.
See, I don't know. I think the differing context here is what matters.
I don't think so. No, especially because that's how you led. Like how you lead a statement. Is how you present the statement.
Yes, but it's again in regards to what I am being right about, and that is things will always be bad.
Yeah, but that's not the context you presented.
It is.
No, you started with I'm always right. It's not I'm always right and everything is shit. It's just I'm always right or I'm pleasantly surprised.
I started with my view on pessimism is I am either always right or I am pleasantly surprised. That is how it was started.
That's still egotism. Because you come from an I am place. That's egotism.
You know, I think that we could just fall in the middle and say it's a good chunk of both.
Why are you trying to be the negotiator, Miki?
It's
because it's her stream.
That's also true. It is her stream.
If
anybody has a right to say you both shut up, it's her.
I mean, it's also just kind of there to consider.
If you expect disappointment, you will never be disappointed.
Exactly.
That's the proper context for a positive outlook on pessimism.
Yeah, and that is basically it right there. It's
but the phrasing of it determines.
Optimistic pessimism. There it is.
Optimistic pessimism. Exactly.
Yeah.
Which is in itself an oxymoron.
Yep. Exactly, and
like military intelligence.
On many a call with Cody, I have had him say, "I fucking hate you for that."
I have yet to be bequeathed with said phrase. I'll have to try harder.
Well, see, because at my old job, I was on the road a lot, and so when I'm in bumfuck nowhere driving for 4 fucking hours.
Don't worry, Cody. When I send you the Konosuba script, I'm sure that you will say that to me.
But when I'm in
what's up, Cody?
Hey, dude.
A wild lady Chan has appeared.
What an entrance. Good to have you, though.
Bryce, I gotta turn you up. For some reason, you're really quiet on my end.
Yeah, I wonder.
My internet's acting up. Oh
my.
Oh no.
See, on my end, she's too loud.
No, Bryce is the one that was quiet.
Oh, Bryce.
Lady Chan's loud.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, because I'm I'm kind of here though. Not always. I'm just.
Bryce is here. Pay attention. Notice him, senpai.
No.
No, I just didn't hear the name Bryce.
No, I'm just the one guy that just sits in the corner, just sits quietly, just listening to everybody, and then when someone mentions me, I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm kind of here. I exist.
Yeah, I exist.
That's a fucking mood.
I love this entire thread. So It started with the guy at Reanimated. Somebody posted on their reactions, Naruto sucks, and his reply was like, "Angry Armin," and I go, and I'm like, you know what? I've got a hot take, and so I give my hot take on, I think that Attack on Titan anime is overhyped and the manga's better, blah blah blah, and I go, so you may now shun me, and he replies back, so you have chosen your fate, and I go. Not scared, not mad, just ready. If the Full Metal Alchemist fans can't break me, the Attack on Titan fans are nothing. He replies back, of course it's full sarcasm. I've never heard of a toxic FMA fan. To which I replied, deaf people usually haven't.
Mm.
Not hating on deaf people, I'm just saying that's the only way you've never heard of a toxic Full Metal Alchemist fan. Is like clearly you've got to be deaf because they're loud and they let you know it.
That, or you just don't spend your time on the internet.
Also true.
Who doesn't these days, though?
Well, see, the thing is, though, is like, I haven't met a toxic Full Metal Alchemist fan. And I spend my time on the internet. I guess I have...
Here's the thing.
I choose where I spend my time wisely, I guess.
Here's the thing. You probably have, but you don't know it.
That is also a possibility.
Mm-hmm. Also, let's not forget that your memory is terrible.
Yeah, but I tend to remember assholes.
That's what
Aw.
Like me?
I love that you remember me.
Right? I'm glad you picked up on that.
I love you too, buddy. But once again, I must remand you on this statement. I am the whole ass. Both cheeks. I started out as an asshole, but then I got fat. So now I'm the whole ass. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I'm 40 and I'm overweight. Let me have this one.
I mean, to each their own.
Yeah. I'm still not used to saying that I'm 40 now. This is so weird.
It's just hitting me now. It's like you to me, I'm just gonna say this. I don't know if I'm gonna get probably slapped across the head just saying this, but every time I see you, just like any sort of in like IRL picture of you or anything from your stream, you don't really look 40. That's just me. You still just you have that like baby
I
face.
do have a young face. Yeah,
Yes,
I've got
you
a
have
young
a baby
face.
face.
Yeah.
And
My baby face looks like I'm in my early 30s. Like my brother and I could very easily trade ages.
This is
and
me. I'm
people
gonna
would think
probably
it.
say mid-late 20s, maybe.
Wow, really? Okay.
Brownie points or who?
No, it's not brownie
You mean
points.
No, it's okay.
No,
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Checks in the mail.
What about uwu points?
Uwu points.
Ooh, points.
Uwu points.
Please
Oh no.
elaborate.
Yeah, how does one go about earning uwu points? I need to know.
This is the first I'm hearing of it.
Yeah.
Form of.
I feel like I've been missing out on an important set of points.
We have a PDS question. I don't know if we addressed it,
Oh.
did we?
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was gonna wait on the next line of inquiry, the next conversation to finish before. Yeah.
Changing gears for a second here. I don't know if I can say this. Has anybody seen the new trailer for that Marvel Moon Knight by any chance?
I did. I'm still kind of iffy on it. Oh, has anybody started watching some of the winter 2022 lineup yet?
A little bit.
Like Book of Boba Fett?
No, anime stuff.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought we were
Okay, this with no spoilers, no context whatsoever. I'm just gonna straight up say this: My Dress Up Darling, watch it. Not even kidding.
I'm only one episode.
It's got two episodes. It's got two episodes. It's not gonna take long to catch up. It's really good.
I was only
really
able
funny.
to get one episode in. I just until I had to like turn in for the night. It's that, and I'm finally
new episode
I'm
of
finally watching Demon Slayer after God knows how many times I've had to kick myself in the ass just to do that.
Yeah, actually, I've been meaning to watch that too.
Dude, if you guys, all right, it's finally at the part where you can sit down and watch the actual second season, which is the Entertainment District arc. There's 7 episodes into the Entertainment District arc, and I'll just say it as is. For those of you that have watched it, now you know why when everybody's been praising the Mugen Train, they're like, Mugen Train's the best. And I was like, you have no idea. And they're like, what? And this is like, trust me, it gets better. And then seeing people react to the most recent 2 episodes and them lose their mind, I'm like, yeah, see, you weren't even ready. Like, you didn't even know. I'm just, as the manga reader, I'm just sitting here like a proud papa, like, yay, they finally got there.
It's like when you already know what's gonna happen, but they don't. It's like
Tony, this seems like, all right, there's legit an anime that I feel like we could have written this because it's just that dumb, but it's also really funny.
Okay.
It's called Life with an Ordinary Guy Who Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. So clearly, by the title, you can already guess, number 1, that it's an isekai, and number 2, it's a light novel, because only light novels have paragraphs for names.
No shit.
So
Jared actually just unironically mentioned the same anime.
This one is the dumbest one, but it's so funny. Okay. Guy and his best friend go to a mixer. It doesn't go so well for one guy because the other one is like constantly hit on and fawned over by all the women. And so dude in an absolute drunken fit just shouts, I'd rather be a really hot girl. At least then I'd get some attention. Goddess shows up, sends them both to a new world, turns them into a short, beautiful blonde girl. And then on top of that, because they won't listen to the goddess when she's trying to do her spiel about you got to save the world from like the demon lord or whatever, she curses them to where they both start falling in love with each other. So 2 30-year-old dudes start falling in love with, and they're like, we've got to stop the demon lord before we fall in love. That's the whole premise.
I've seen the manga of that. It was really funny.
It's so stupidly funny. Yeah.
It's just, fuck, we have to save the world before we fall in love because we're actually both dudes and we're not gay. But we're so hot.
2 dudes sitting at a hot
weirdest premise,
5 feet away because we're not gay. Yeah. Like, that's literally, if you remember, like, what was it, a TikTok or a Vine or whatever, it's like just 2 dudes sitting in a hotel hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay or whatever the jingle was that he came up with. It's literally that in anime form.
Sorry for all you folks out there that was excited for the booty, but I am actually too.
No!
But you gave us the booby, so I think we're okay.
Exactly, we're even.
You got side to chisto.
I'll give you a little suggestive line there.
Just
there's your booty.
Just give her a garter belt on her thigh. Everybody will be okay.
Everybody can be okay with exactly what is there.
Nothing.
Yay!
Now, some people got a little too excited. We didn't mean that she wasn't clothed, sort of, for her.
Clothing is unnecessary to do science.
Yay!
Even
clothing is the science.
Even in Infinity's Light, you're not wrong. Welcome to science. Clothing is optional.
Yay!
What anime would you like to see receive the Brotherhood treatment besides Air Gear? Was the question, by the way. Mine already got done. It was Fruits Basket. So they got it.
That's a tough one. Let's see. Man. Brotherhood treatment, huh? Besides Air Gear. Damn it, that's like my go-to.
That's why I think he said it.
They were ready for you.
They knew.
Curses foiled again.
Curses.
Give me a moment.
Anybody else?
Yeah, no, it's gonna take me a minute.
Anybody else?
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of already got mine, which of course was Fruits Basket. But if we're like, oh, we'll pick another one because that one already happened, then I guess.
I think. Well, this is an old show.
Ari Ferretta. Ari Ferretta, if we're going off of the source material versus the anime, season 1 of Ari Ferretta needs to be redone so it can be more in tune with the light novel because they skipped so much stuff.
You know what they should actually remake?
Go for it.
This is
Oh, no, I got
This
it.
is like a very, very old anime, and I was I wish that it would actually be remade, but it's called Ginga Densetsu Ueda, which is like not a bad old anime type show.
Okay. Tony, yeah, you're up.
Tenjo Tenge.
Oh, that's a good one.
Ooh.
If we're going old school, and again with the source material, I'd like them to actually redo Voltron from the original animation, actually use the full animation from Go Lion and actually do a proper dub of it, but just keep the original Voltron music from the 80s. That's the only problem I had with Go Lion is like I could not sit there. Like the story was phenomenal. I loved it. Could not stand the music because I grew up with like Voltron, the da 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 da. Like I grew up with that synth sound and all that stuff, and like hearing early 80s Japanese rock. It did not feel like 80s Japanese rock just does not hit it for me. It just
But yeah, Tenjo Tenge is, I don't know what it is about me and loving anime that just get fucked over.
Don't fall in love with anything this year.
Tenjo Tenge coming back would be crazy. What the fuck was the something Stigma Wind? Because that author died.
Kaze no Stigma?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That one was really good, and then the author died.
Oh yeah. I heard about that. Dude, they're literally just last week, two manga authors literally just went, I'm done. They're like they're never making manga again. Like they're done. They're like, this is ridiculous. Trying to keep up with
a work that they did.
I'm not saying it because watch the video tomorrow. You'll get it.
Okay, it'll be in the video tomorrow.
Or at least they will.
Incentive to watch the video.
Yeah. Because if I tell them now, what's the point in them watching the video?
Yep,
Yeah.
I fully understand.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, is the video going up tomorrow still?
Yeah.
What time?
The time that you told me, morning time.
Okay, so that would be 8 Eastern.
Yeah, that 7 Central. So less than 12 hours.
Yep.
And full monetization is on.
Speaking of which, I did a test upload of Air Gear to make sure that it wasn't going to be claimed like for like visual, like, oh, this is blocked in X amount of countries because fuck you, and no issues.
Woo!
Yeah. Oh wait. Hold on. That would be 10 a.m. So 8 p.m. your time, right? Yeah. Yeah. So 8 p.m. your time would be 8 a.m. your time would be 7 a.m. mine. So yeah, needed to. We are 10 hours away. I mean, technically, actually, that doesn't technically spoil it. It's in the title. Fire Force and Attack on Titan mangaka have straight up said that they're done.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like they're done.
Well, that one, the latter one makes sense to me. Like, how do you top that ever? Time to. It's sad, but it's understandable.
Also,
I'm not as familiar with the first.
You probably
I know of it, but I do not know of its success level.
Fire Force is the current series he's doing. The previous series he did before that was called Soul Eater.
Oh, okay.
You know what? That Soul Eater is another one that I wouldn't mind getting the Brotherhood treatment.
Oh God,
yeah. But Soul Eater finished.
No, dude, Soul Eater.
Wait. Where did the anime leave off with it?
But halfway through.
Ah,
Alright.
sad face.
Hey guys, speaking of air gear, Doger just sent me what is hopefully the final draft for visuals and what have you. So I will. I gotta duck out and take care of that. I'll talk to you guys later.
Later.
Oh,
See ya.
Bye.
Bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Yeah, you reminded me. Solita was still in the
Yeah,
era of we're gonna go as far as we can, and if we hit a brick wall, then we'll start doing our own thing, and then calling it quits forever.
They did, yeah.
Yeah.
At the 3/4 mark, like things started diverging significantly from where the manga went. Yeah. And the manga went much further. Much further. There was a lot.
Went much further, but in my opinion, it also kind of went into we need to wrap up everything, guys. I'm done with the story now. I want to move on.
Funny enough, the original 2001 Fruits Basket didn't diverge too much from where what things were going on with the manga. It's just that they rearranged the order of some things.
Yeah.
In time. So like that 2001 version did what it did, but I mean, again, it only covered 6 volumes of a 23 volume manga run.
I've always wanted to do a as wide as I can massive introspective into the rise and fall of that entire pattern for anime. It all happened with I don't think it's a coincidence at all with the Western influence getting into anime. As soon as we started to be caring about, in one part, why is our dub so bad? What is this thing? What's going on? We learn where it came from, and then down the rabbit hole we go. We learn what the original portrayal of the animation is, and then from there we learned the original portrayal of the actual story, and there were a hell of a differences, like to the point where it was very much adaptation was very much like an entirely different meaning of the word. Once the world became very global in my lifetime, there became this like purity movement in all aspects in the Japanese fiction world industry, the whole thing from top to bottom. I've always wanted to do a whole video on that, on how everyone became hyper obsessed with stop changing it, produce the animated version as faithfully as possible, even if things start to break because the medium is different. They cared so much about the purity of the original vision that we are where we are today. And it wasn't anywhere close to that when I was growing up. Everything was like not even this. It could be its own entire product. It could be labeled a spin-off most of the time.
Oh, dude, it's only 10 days away. I'm sorry. I just
I was done. Go ahead.
YouTube like showed a thing on my recommended, and I started freaking out because I realized it's not too far away. Really looking forward to the Legend of Vox Machina coming out in 10 days. That trailer was hella funny. If you're a fan of Critical Role, then you're probably geeking out about it too, but you don't have to be a fan of Critical Role. But yeah, it's the Critical Role Campaign 1 animated series that if you heard about the Kickstarter where they raised all that money, this is it. This is the one. But no, I get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm. I've just always wanted to do like even just for my own sake, do a mega research on just how extreme was it actually, and then make a video of it and put it on Phatdog.
We're talking about D&D?
No,
we're talking about anime, manga history, and how in the beginning adaptations were free range to do whatever they wanted with the source material as long as they hit the widest of barnyard margins of the story. And nowadays, if you like change a single line of dialogue, everyone goes in pitchforks.
I don't think it's quite that way. Because
some of them are, most of them aren't. Yeah.
Well, there's a difference.
But,
there's a difference in some. Like, okay, what I was talking about earlier with Ari Ferretta, right? With Ari Ferretta, they skipped a lot of context in order to, and I've got a thing that I've typed out about this, so we'll be going into like a much more in-depth kind of like a more Mother's Basement style video for this one relatively soon. But it's basically talking about how Mushoku Tensei may change the way that isekai are put out in the future, because you can actually give your characters more time to kind of breathe and let it slow down and let your characters actually develop in an emotional way, as opposed to just, we got to get right to the cool shit. Because that's what Arifureta felt like. It's like, we got to get to all the cool shit, and they cut out a lot of stuff. And I've watched people lately react to it because season 2 started up, and they're like, they watch season 1 and they have a bunch of questions. And I'm like, all of these things were answered in the light novel, and they just purposely left them out because they wanted to get to
personally, cool Overlord suffers from that a lot, the anime.
Yeah, it's I mean, so that's still there. And the people that read the light novel are going to have a bit of light novel privilege, as it were. Like when it comes to Mushoku Tensei, they didn't get everything right, but they got 90% of it. I don't need everything to be down to the nth degree.
In a way, what you're talking about,
I do understand. I do understand some of the changes and why they went different with them, and there is context that people are missing. Like at the end of Mushoku Tensei, no spoilers here, but there is like a key pivotal moment that happens. But part of the problem is because they only focus on like one side, which is the main character going through this, and they barely kind of touch on the other side of it and what the other person is why they did what they did and blah blah blah. There are so many people that are left calling the other person horrible names because there was context left out. Now I get why they did, and I get why they focused on the main character in the way that they did, because but it leaves you feeling more for one side. It's kind of slanted. You feel more for one character than you do for the other because you don't have the context of that character. If you actually sit down and read it, it's volume 6, I believe. Yeah, they went through 6 volumes. It's 25 volumes. And guys, this studio was made specifically, this animation studio was made specifically just to work on this one anime. They already are working on season 2 and season 3, so y'all can calm down about that. No, they just haven't announced it. But, and this is going to lead into another diatribe about me being pissed about the anime awards, because anime of the year is lacking. But anyway, that having been said, I still think they did a hell of a good job. And the reason why the author of the light novels turned down deals for decades is because he wanted his story told properly. And I think it's a different thing when you have the author saying, hey, look, please tell my story correctly and don't just tell all the parts that you think are cool. Don't mess it up. Because there's so many, especially with like the light novel and isekai genre, there's too much interpretation, I think, that has been going on. And there's too much that's been skipped out on and cut out and things like that.
I love how this is exactly the long form of what I've been like. It's a really interesting dynamic that goes on to this day, because I've been out of the loop for most of what is now modern things on adaptation purity.
Yeah.
The only thing that I know is that growing up, there were things that ended up getting entirely scrapped from my field of view because it was so. It had so many pieces of different, not even so many differences.
But
and
I think
now
the other thing,
we've gotten a little bit more lenient on guys. They still have to make it an anime. They still have to make it work in this medium.
To a point.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if what you're cutting out makes the story and the characters suffer, then it shouldn't have been cut out. And I think that's a lot of what happened.
I think modern point of where do we put the balance and checks on that?
Yeah, exactly. And I think that Mushoku Tensei presented a real good case on that. And what I do is I compare Arifureta and Mushoku Tensei together. Now, Arifureta is not superior to Mushoku Tensei in any way, shape, or form. It just has better writing through and throughout. But if we're comparing it to anime versus, the light novels, there's a lot of lessons we can learn from the anime of Mushoku Tensei that should have been adapted into the anime for Arifureta, because the light novels for Arifureta are really, really good. And honestly, that anime deserved better. Not to mention the terrible, and everybody that's watched it will tell you, the awful CGI that was in Arifureta. It was really funny because, like, I was watching Joe Fresh's react to it. And the first couple episodes, he's like, "What are you guys talking about? CGI is not that bad." And then he got further and further, and he started slamming on the animation. We're like, "Yeah, dude, this is what we were talking about. It's bad." Like, you see a bunch of them, and it's like, did they even try? I was like, no, man. It's like the Goblin Army in season 3 of Overlord, where everybody's moving all the same, and there's no real difference. You don't have like that individual movement. They just kind of cloned everything together.
Yeah, there are times where that's used on purpose of the like, oh wow, it's perfectly in sync, it's super unnerving. But then there's other times I'm like, guys, at least give them like an offset so that they're not all walking entirely in step. This is just a mob of them.
Yeah, exactly.
This is supposed to look unruly.
I think when they're all coordinated like that, it works far better for wide shots. But when you're doing the close-up shots, it shouldn't.
Yeah,
there should be little differences. Even if they're all marching in time, there should be distinct differences. They should not move all together the same. If I'm seeing like 5 characters on screen and they're all moving like exactly the same, where my untrained eye can tell that it's a copy paste job, like, come on, man.
I mean, but then it defeats, it also defeats the purpose of doing things like that. Budget cuts.
It's a tool. Use the tool properly. The ceremony where Ainz shows up and freaking makes the giant like coronation procession. Of course, everything's going to be hyper aligned because that's the entire purpose of the scene.
But when the
outside
Goblin
of that
Army
context, outside of that very specific context, it's very seldomly needed. Yeah,
like it's jarring. It's jarring to the most untrained people. Like, it's like I get trying to save a buck, but like at the same time, it's and what's really the thing that really hurt it is that everything else in the series was done immaculately. So when you have all this stuff that is done immaculately, and you have like these couple of shots that seem like the laziest crap you could just throw in there, it stands out even more.
I was entirely talking about the idea of the motion and the concept. The execution on all regards in that part of Overlord, all of it was like, I can't look at it. It's so bad looking.
Because you cut to this one really bad cell shaded computer animated CGI thing, and it's just it's jarring how much it stands out from the rest of it.
I'm so amazed that we had like Zoids.
Actual
that
animation.
Was fine.
It was so good.
I'm so amazed that like I look back on Zoids and I'm looking at it like this is almost the exact same like thing. It's almost the same level of technology and whatnot. And it looked fine, and I'm not an art major. I don't know why it looks fine, but it sure does. It's okay. How it's stuttered, how it's like frame rate is fine with it. There's something just so off-putting on hyper smooth, mega like carved to a sheen on this like undead thing that's supposed to be rotting and gross looking, and it's the flattest, shiniest material you could possibly think of on its skin. It's so weird.
Y'all be slacking today. I only just saved for the first time.
I mean,
oh no!
I haven't been
for
really
an anxiety attack.
Hashtag Miki save again.
No, I got it. I saved. I realized I hadn't hit that Control S for a little while. And I was just like, and then I saw New Canvas is the name, and I was like,
Oh, that takes me back. Like a year ago or something. The very first time where all this stuff started happening, we were wrapping up the stream. I take one look at the name and I went, oh no!
Yeah,
memories.
Okay. So this is the thing I need to complain about.
Damn. Fucking call me and my whole self out. Okay. All right.
Here we go. This is the thing I need to complain about right now. So Crunchyroll's Anime Awards, which serve absolutely no purpose whatsoever. They don't actually promote or boost any kind of help in the industry. They're just there. Oh yeah. Actually, Crunchyroll, if you would do me a giant fucking favor instead of this fake ass Anime Awards bullshit, if you would take the money that you're throwing into this meaningless thing and actually give it to your translators so that they could pay get paid a decent amount for what they did, for the shit that you put them through. I know about the rates for translators for Crunchyroll. Y'all are fucking savages. Now, moving on from that, speaking of shots fired, anime of the year. Okay, I can agree with Ranking of Kings. I can agree absolutely with Jujutsu Kaisen. I can agree with Odd Taxi. I have not seen 86, but I've heard a lot of good things about it. I know nothing about Sunny Boy. And are you fucking kidding me? Attack on Titan season final season part 1 gets nominated as anime of the year. I'm sorry, no. In a year that had Mushoku Tensei and Ranking of Kings, Jujutsu Kaisen, Odd Taxi, and 86, why would anybody remember the Attack on Titan crap? I'm sorry. Attack on Titan is just overhyped. Now, it just
That
feels like
bandwagon is long since gone.
yeah, it's overhyped. And to be fair, the only reason anybody is like, oh, see, yeah, it's Attack on Titan is because part 2 is happening now. Anyway, the fact that Mushoku Tensei didn't make it there, when I know for sure that Mushoku Tensei, while it was airing, was trending multiple times because people were like, holy shit, this is really emotional. And I like, both for good and bad reasons, people were talking about this. Maybe they didn't like the main character because of how pervy he was or whatever. But it became a topic of contention. It got conversation started. And that doesn't get up there in anime of the year. Are you fucking kidding me? So once again, Crunchyroll has just put it out there that it's nothing more than a popularity contest and it's meaningless. So yeah, I've got sour grapes on this. But funny enough, on their store, I see an Ava 01 Godzilla, and that makes me laugh. Best Boy. I like some of their nominations for Best Boy. I can agree with I can hardcore agree with 2 of them. Bochi from Ranking of Kings, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it, it's on Funimation and Crunchyroll. Please go check it out. It looks like a Studio Ghibli kind of film, and it definitely has the heart of a Studio Ghibli film. And Ghibli, I'm trying to train myself over. They call it Ghibli in Japan, so that's why I'm going to call it Ghibli. And then the main character from Horimiya, Izumi Miyamura from Horimiya, which is probably the most wholesome romance anime I've ever seen. It's just cute. It's not really a rom-com. I mean, there's some comedy elements in it, but it's man, so good. Best girl was an easy one for me. I gave it to Toru for the final season of Fruits Basket. But yeah, there's a lot of characters in here. I would not be surprised if Komi from Komi Can't Communicate got it. Also wouldn't be surprised if Nobara Kugisaka from Jujutsu Kaisen got it, or the chick from Wonder Egg Priority, Ai Oto. Best protagonist, I gave it to Itadori from Jujutsu Kaisen. That was my pick.
He's such a wholesome fucking being.
Best antagonist, I didn't really have one here because I didn't, other than the asshole from Tokyo Revengers, I didn't really know much more about the antagonist, so I just was like, The moment they said ReZero, I was like, yeah, that's not happening. I didn't watch season 2. I don't care. But yeah, I gave it to the guy from Tokyo Revengers because I thought that was pretty interesting. Best fight, I absolutely gave. Oh, the Jujutsu Kaisen got it twice. Okay, I didn't see that. Otherwise, I'd have given it to Hanami versus Toto versus Itadori, because that was like the fight scenes in Jujutsu Kaisen were next level, 100%. But anime of the year, Studio Mappa did both Attack on Titan and Jujutsu Kaisen, and I'm like, dude, Mappa can't get 2 noms. Come on, let's give it, especially because everybody talked all the time about the animation quality for Mushoku Tensei and how good it was. And this is Studio Blind. This is their very first ever series, and this is the only series they're working on. So it's so good. Best director, I didn't really have a vote on that one. Best animation, I of course picked Mushoku Tensei because the animation in that was brilliant. Like, this is how good their animation is. They don't have an OP. They literally just have the song play over, and then they show you the world that these people are living in, and like depending on where you are in the story, it could be like different cities and stuff, and it's like far shots, close shots. It's immaculate. Like, you literally get time to let the world and the characters just kind of be without anything really having majorly to go on that is story essential, you know? Like, I can't say enough about it. Best character design, best score. I gave best score to Demon Slayer. I get that the actual season 2 didn't start until recently, so they're all about Mugen Train, and I'm like, it is what it is. Best English voiceover performance for female, I gave to Laura Bailey for Toru and Fruits Basket. Like, Fruits Basket is my favorite shoujo series of all time. So I kind of... And for best male... best Japanese performance... Oh, no. Okay, so it's not female. It's just English and Japanese. Best Japanese performance, I actually gave... I thought this was really funny. But because you see the character go through so many crazy emotional ranges, I gave it to Aoi Yuki, who played Kumoko in So I'm a Spider, So What. It's like, man, if you've ever heard the closing for that, where she has to just go on this rant at the end, it is freaking hilarious, and it's great. I didn't vote on endings or openings because I don't watch them because spoiler reasons.
Same.
By the way, yeah, right. How many people don't watch openings or endings because they're worried about spoilers, and you wait till like the last episode of a series or a season to actually sit down and watch them because you're like, well, I'm at the end. I ain't going to get spoiled now, you know?
Bruh, I literally was talking to Devin about that not that long ago because I have a magic power that I can figure out how many clicks it takes to get through an opening because there's always like a standard number depending on the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got it all figured out. But I don't like watching the openings, and I proved it to him once as we watched an opening to an anime at the very first episode, and like going through it, I was like, they're the good guy, they're the pro tag, that person's the good guy, that's the bad guy, that's secretly a bad guy, but he'll start as a good guy. And it's just like, you can, like, after you've been through it enough times, you know.
And it's, oh, look, they're putting this particular character in this particular pose on the opening. Looks like something really bad's going to happen to them, and then the pro tag's going to have to go rescue the damsel.
One Piece is notorious for spoilers in their openings.
One Piece is my favorite anime, and I do not watch their openings.
Yep, yeah. Not until the arc is closed or something. Then you can go watch it.
I watched episode 1000's opening, but only solely because it was a remake of the OG opening. I miss
the old school openings where it was just them at random locations just doing cool stuff.
Yeah, and then on the flip side, you get Dragon Ball, where it's just you're gonna figure this shit out already, and also booze in the opening, even though surprise, nope. We ain't doing that.
For best action, give it to Jujutsu Kaisen.
Oh.
Best comedy, I didn't really pick one. Best drama, that was the tough one. In a year that gives you the final season of Fruits Basket, which will freaking bring you to tears, Odd Taxi, To Your Eternity, and Wonder Egg Priority. I had to give it to the one I thought was the most creative, and that was To Your Eternity.
Bro. Don't even fucking get me started on that one.
Best romance. Now, it could have gone either way. You could have gone Fruits Basket, Horimiya, or Komi Can't Communicate. I went with Horimiya. I liked it because it wasn't like... I don't really understand the anxiety that Komi Can't Communicate presents because I don't live with that. level of anxiety. You know? So I can't really connect. But
It's
for
funny
me,
how we had different breaking points on that. I connected with her, and the rest of the cast was so annoying that I dropped it.
For me,
The support
Horimiya,
cast is so frustrating.
I just liked Horimiya for just being like a light and refreshing and not pervy kind of romance. You know, there wasn't a lot of perversion going on or anything like that. It was just a nice, wholesome, sweet romance. And I'm like, I haven't had that in anime in a while, and it just felt like a breath of fresh air.
I mean,
and I felt like it needed to be rewarded.
I would have to argue that Komi Can't Communicate is also quite wholesome.
The main two are wholesome.
But again,
the rest
but
of
again,
them
I could not get-
type-basing insanity to drive me to the wall.
I mean, I think only the
Well, Fruits
really
Basket
the
is
one
Fruits
chick.
Basket is Fruits Basket is wholesome, but I the reason I'm not like so hardcore on Fruits Basket right now is because I've had over a decade to like get to have let that story sink in, and I've reread it multiple times, and I cry every time. But
I guess I don't hate the Hideyoshi character. A lot of the others, though, seem extremely like I'm here to fill the niche.
Now, here's the one that kind of threw me because I was like, man, there's a lot of good ones, but I already know which one I'm going for. Best fantasy.
Well, that is an extremely wide term nowadays.
Shoku Tensei Jobless Reincarnation. Ranking of Kings. That time I got reincarnated as a slime season 2. Case study of Vanitas, To Your Eternity, Wonder Egg Priority.
Bro.
As much as I want to vote for reincarnated as a slime, I gave it to Mushoku Tensei. It's just the better series.
Dude, Case Studies of Vanitas is fucking really good too, though.
And then best film, I didn't even know that Evangelion 3.0 plus 1.0 Thrice Upon a Time came out. So I'm just like, oh, okay.
What a fuck.
No one did. They didn't tell anybody. They just made it come out, and that was it.
I never saw Belle. I never saw Josie and the Tiger and the Fish. I didn't see anything other than Demon Slayer last year. So yeah, I voted for Mugen Train because
Belle
like
came out this year.
does deserve it.
Belle, that movie came out this year.
It came out in 2022.
Yeah,
in the U.S. or in Japan?
Oh, in the U.S. It hit theaters, to my knowledge, and just a couple of days ago. I think on the 14th.
Okay. Well,
now, they've been talking about it for a while, though.
Well, Mugen Train dropped, which is really weird that Mugen Train is still there because, like, it released last year in America, but I'm like, this makes no sense. They're counting Belle even though it just came out in theaters now.
Yeah, and the 14th.
So weird. So, whatever. It's so weird.
It is weird.
Like I said, the anime awards are just stupid.
As in, it is what it is. As is one of my fave phrases. I do really like Mushoku Tensei, though. I actually did watch it finally not that long ago. I think I binged it on a weekend because it's the only way that I can watch anime, because otherwise I think One Piece is the only one that I keep up with weekly, episode by episode, solely because I don't have enough, it's not that I don't have enough time, it's just that I can't prioritize in my day watching an anime because I'm constantly busy, that anytime I'm not at work that I have is either spent relaxing or cleaning. See you later, Crafter. But yeah, I honestly, I think that the pervy side of the characters from Mushoku Tensei, it actually gives it a charm, and they do it right, I guess. I don't know how else to put that.
It's not overblown.
It's just, he does it, but then there's actual consequences, and then some people are just kind of meh, whatever. And there's those couple of racy moments dashed in there here and there, but it's I feel like they're really driving it all towards his character development because yeah, he has those moments, but then whatever, like it becomes a lesson. Now whether it's a good lesson or not is to be discussed, but that's life. That's like very realistic. I don't know. So I think that they do it quite well.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna duck out. Have a good rest of your night.
Yeah, same. I'm gonna have to head out soon. Sorry. I gotta start getting ready. I'm having to forcibly change my sleep schedule so I can actually get to my brother's place early and help him build his computer on Thursday.
Oh no, I vibe with that. I've been having trouble with my sleeping schedule as well, which is actually why I was saying wow, because we're probably about to gear up here to close out so that I can make sure I'm dipping off by 10. That said, if you guys want to plug your stuff and things and projects, given it's been a couple of I feel like it's been a month or so at this point.
I have a video coming out at 7 in the morning my time, so in like 9.5 hours. There you go. It'll be on this channel, so hopefully you'll all see it.
Yes, and if you have not hit the bell yet to get notifications, definitely do so. It's the best way for you to keep up with.
Are you guys doing a stream after the show? Tomorrow. You guys doing a stream after Air Gear tomorrow? Are you guys doing a live stream after?
I don't know.
Oh boy.
Not anything that I'm participant in.
Okay. Darkon, do you know?
I just returned with taco salad. What are we talking about?
Are you guys doing a after Air Gear live stream tomorrow?
Oh shoot. Anthony would know, not me. Crap.
See, the reason I'm asking is because tomorrow's Wednesday, and on Wednesday I stream on Twitch, and so does Fel. So
yes, that's a Tony question.
All right, I'll go ask Tony. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Okay, well, if he's going to do that directly, no point in me echoing it.
Yeah.
Yes. I know somebody else said that they were going to duck out. I don't know if they already did or not, but if they have not, there you are. Okay, sorry, I'm not checking the Discord chat.
Cool.
I feel like I'm one of the only few because I mean, I really don't have too much in ways of like promoting. I mean, I'm working on a new comic dub. I'm trying to get it out by the end of this week. Probably maybe later than that, like I said, because I'm dealing with moving here this coming week. Moving into a new place, so that might just be putting it on the back burner. But yeah, I got a new comic dub that I've been wanting to put out since 2 months ago. So if you ever are following me on my YouTube, which is Xenoblaze VA, or if you haven't, you can subscribe to that. Pretty sure I don't have the chat. Sorry, I don't have the tab open for the stream anymore. But if anybody has a link to that, or has a link,
I can drop it in. Yeah, no problem, dude.
Yeah. But Cody did that. Do that, and yeah, hit that bell icon because YouTube apparently loves to not notify my subscribers whenever I put out new content and everything, because apparently I'm factored into their algorithm, I guess. But hey, whatever, I guess.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, sorry, I've been kind of on and off.
Oh no, it was like at the very beginning. You missed nothing, so don't worry about
it. Gotcha.
I put your channel link to your channel in the chat there, Bryce.
Thank you, my dude. Thank you very much.
I got you, homie.
He's got me, man.
I got you, man.
You do. You do be gotten peoples.
We all good.
Thanks for dropping in. Good luck on the new dub video. And
thank you very much.
We'll catch you for the next time, hopefully.
Hopefully, probably in like 2 months from now.
Good luck on moving.
Yeah, best of luck with that, brother.
Well, I'll tell you this. Majority of like the first part is packing is kind of done, except for my computer. I got to do that tomorrow. But really don't move in until Friday. But I'm literally this last week I've been just getting a head start. So yeah.
Not a single thing wrong with that. Definitely better to go in prepared than not when it comes to moving.
Exactly. Well, Miki, Cody, Ben, thank you all, and everybody that's listening to the chat. Thank you all for, I guess, having me, and I'll see you later.
Yeah,
Peace,
thanks for
dude.
joining. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty.
Happening. It's slow, but it's happening.
What?
He called me Ben.
I
Finally.
called you Ben earlier, fucker.
I know, and it's like it's catching on with others now. The people, like, not even just the people that are like, please call me by my name. It's just naturally happening finally.
I feel underappreciated.
I love you, Miki.
All right. Okay.
We'll make sure make sure that happens, dude. We'll make sure it catches on. Shoutouts
to Chibi Tales on just like, why don't you just change your actual Discord instead of just changing your nickname to Ben?
Bro, okay, that
right.
fucked me up earlier, though. Not even gonna lie. I was like, why can't I find them? And then I was like, wait a minute. And I tried typing in Ben, and I was like,
oh, no, that's right. That, in a way, that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to do it. That's kind of exactly why.
Okay, but
I need this to change.
Exactly. I was gonna say within like 5 seconds I figured it out. So on don't go and change it on my account or anybody else's.
I'm not changing it back. The name has been the name is exclusively so that I have a screen name that I can rely upon that no one's gonna try and freaking steal, and that's it.
There you go.
And if people think that that's Dark God, that's not it. That's not the full one, and I'm not saying the full one anymore. It's mine.
All right.
Why is it?
It has been retired. Been retired for a long time, actually. I just haven't enforced it.
Well, that said, if you guys wanted to take your opportunity, plug something that you're working on, if you got a current project, something upcoming.
I was working on it in the middle of the stream, actually.
How fucking dare you?
Hey, you're so when you're streaming, you're the only one that can be working. Got it. Okay. I'll just take a nap next time and then talk whenever my name comes up.
There you go. That's how you live the life.
It's
a long time ago, way before even the Discord was a thing, before Discord was even how we talked.
We going way back.
Long time ago, tried very poorly to attempt every single person to get Gary's mod so we could do this thing called the Hidden. We've had this kind of urge to do something like public spooky game with our fan base for a long time. That's the reason why Five Nights at Freddy... Wait, what? No. What? Never. What the fuck? Brain! What's the other Friday game?
Friday Night
Final
Funkin'?
Fantasy?
No. The murder game. Holy crap. Friday the 13th. That's why that game was a big draw to us, because we've always been trying to do something with that with the fans. To my current understanding, because no one has helped me test it yet, the SCP Secret Lab server is apparently up. I just need to make sure that it works. So get very excited. I think after all of our attempts to try and get something that is very much just dick around with people, I found something. It's free. It is free to play. And it's like 20, 25 plus people if you want to make it that crazy, and it works out fine. It actually can be balanced towards that very easily. This is going to be fun.
Right on.
So yeah, here's your like late night tuner in bonus. Phatdog SCP Secret Lab is on the horizon. I need to just test if people can connect, and then we can just do it whenever.
Sick.
That's what I've been working on the last while. Now I just need someone to go into the server that's not me.
Does it require anything to do that?
The easiest way to do it is to have Steam and then download the game on Steam. It is free. And I actually sent a link to it in the Fat Dog Only channel.
Okay.
Don't need to worry about this in the immediate. I am currently just, does the server explode? That's where we're at on this.
So
but if it doesn't, then playtest sessions will start to be scheduled.
So you would need like a decent amount of people to test it. What it sounds like.
So we increments. First I see if anyone can connect at all. Then we see if even the simplest of games can be played. And then I try to stress test it as much as I can, and then we go live.
All right. Well, I see one
order of
volunteer.
operations.
So Salty's down for it. If you remind me on the day that you decide to wing it, let me know, and I'll.
The other great thing is that Discord has flat out built-in calendar events baked into servers now. Well, community servers. So if I set a date, it will actually show up as a date in the events panel on the top of the Discord. The Discord will be the best way to know when that is coming. So there's my halfway plug Discord plug.
I will trust you on that because I know I am still even.
Don't worry, for you I will just slap up your face that it's happening.
Thanks. You know that me and Discord don't jive.
Yep.
Not naturally, anyways. Makes me feel like an old lady trying to use it.
Actually, I wonder if I can... Step 1, can I connect to my own server? Actually, I can test that right now. But yeah! SCP is happening! Crazy fun lobby, dick around things. Sometimes we'll be serious, sometimes we'll just be doing dumb stuff. Sometimes I'm gonna shove you all into a box room, throw a ball that gets infinite speed, and whoever dies last wins.
Oh.
Lots of fun.
Oh dear.
Hi.
Hey Rick, you're just in time for goodbye, I think, is what's happening, maybe?
Some closures, but he's been in the chat, so.
Yeah, I'm down to guinea pig.
Yes. In that case, if you don't see the thing in Fat Dog Only, I'll send you... Well, you can just go to Steam and type in SCP Secret Lab, and you'll find it.
Wait, yeah, I am in Fat Dog Only.
But
Nice.
I feel like I just had a Hank Hill moment. Bah.
What, free brooms? I don't know why that sounded like that. What does that even mean? I don't even know what that means, and it's in my brain. What is that?
Bro, you know.
Okay, so my plugs keep getting longer and longer. Someone else go.
I mean, we are here for it. We are down for the support. But that does raise us up then to one code D.
Oh yeah.
You exist and you are on, so
I do exist sometimes. Not all the time though. What can I'm trying to think about what I can talk about. Well, I'm co-producing an audio drama with a buddy of mine, Ivan Leroy from Joyride Entertainment, and that's going through the sound. That's going through the that's in post-production right now, and it's slow moving because oh boy, I've never taken on a project like this before, so I'm kind of learning as I go.
Well, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I have two or three people on the post-production side on the doing audio mixing. Like I have a dedicated dialogue editor that helped me out and made everybody sound pretty. Pretty big talent involved in that.
Fancy.
Yeah. yeah, it's something I'm really very proud of, and let I'll let people know when that happens.
Well,
When
yeah.
that comes out. It's to right now it's sort of there's no set date for it yet, but we're getting there.
I mean, the commentary that I add to that is you fucking better.
Yeah. Other than that, I'm just writing some stuff, doing some VO for e-learning stuff that I enjoy.
Vibing.
And yeah, just maintaining in this crazy world we're in right now.
Yeah, that's a fucking understatement.
Doing what we can, hopefully. Doing the best we can. I'm looking up at.
Are we though? Are we?
I mean, I am.
I mean, you
But
are.
I guess I should only speak for myself in that regard. So, but I am endlessly optimistic for no other reason than to be optimistic.
I was about to say I'm just being an asshole. So.
No. I don't think I don't think you have ever done so with me, at least.
Aw, I am a fairly nice person normally.
Normally, I'm actually also just looking up SCP Secret Laboratory. I'm like, wow, this actually looks pretty dope.
I know. And I have done all the research on what everything does ever so that you don't have to. When things get confusing, ask me, I will answer.
Yeah.
Here's a question. Hey Ben, are we friends on Steam?
Oh no, are we not? Uh-oh.
I don't know.
I can fix this.
I'm friends with Ben on Steam.
Oh yeah, we're
Working
friends.
on it. If we are not,
you're still Darkon on Steam, but this is fine.
if we are not, then this is the code to make friend.
No, I'm looking at my friends list and I see you.
Okay.
Lol. Awesome though. Thank you for the plug, Cody. Best of luck on that. Definitely let us know, obviously, when that's out, and then I don't know if
I'll be. Yeah, I will certainly let you know. I'm gonna be talking about it nonstop when it's out because it's an undertaking that's like post production's taking 3 different people working on, and this is just an audio production.
That is exciting.
Yeah, and I'm proud to say that I was able to create jobs for creatives, which I'm very very proud of.
That is cool.
And I hope to do so more. I hope to do more so in the future with a bunch of producing and acting and just I just want to make stuff. I want to make stuff and I want to pay people to be in it.
Cody
That's
just
what I'm
wants
at.
to be pure wholesome being. We got
it. I just wanna entertain. I wanna make stuff. That's all. I appreciate that though. I appreciate the kind word. And I had I think the last thing that I had come out was like oh yeah, my latest demo's up on Twitter. I think that's the last thing that I've published myself, which I'm very proud of.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, and again, keep us up to date. If you've got anything under NDA that'll be coming up, definitely shout that out when you're able to.
For sure. That's the problem. NDAs.
Yes, the good old NDAs.
I was kind of talking to Bryce off stream about it, and just like, yeah, NDAs, man.
I've not had to sign too many in my life, but they are definitely very interesting because you kind of you have to put a little bit more thought into what you're doing than probably what you want to. But
oh yeah, and it doesn't just apply. And I'm sure, as you're probably well aware, it doesn't just apply to things that you make. Sometimes it'll apply to places that you go. Because I've like been to recording studios who made me that like signed they have a sign-in sheet, but that served as a non-disclosure agreement to just like, hey, you're gonna see some stuff, you can't talk about it. Which, totally cool. No problem.
Yeah,
No
like
problem.
understandable for sure.
Yep.
I'm just like, one of these days, I'm just like, I'm gonna fuck up. Don't fuck
Yeah,
up.
I'm so afraid of doing that.
Wait, you're afraid of fucking up?
Yes.
I fuck up at least once a week.
Yeah, but when you're under a legal binding contractual obligation not to fuck up, there's a little.
I mean, I
added
work for
pressure.
the government.
I do too. I shouldn't. Yeah, I suppose. I work for my state.
You know, somehow that. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not. we are not gonna pick that fight today.
Okay. All right.
All jokes aside, I guess that leaves me. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Hi, I am the individual drawing on the screen. I go by Mac Studio Inc. You may more commonly know me as Miki from Mikdoodling with Miki. I am the lead concept artist. No, I always want to call myself a concept artist, but that's not the right. I am the lead artist, Miki.
Right.
Get that in there. Of Phatdogs Studios' original work. Check. Actually, what you see on the screen is poster for one of the characters from that. So if you want to see more about Molly and the other characters, definitely hit that bell, subscribe. Costs you nothing, hurts nothing, but it definitely will keep you in touch with what's going on. Aw, Spirit, thanks.
Yeah, this character on screen is scary.
Bruh, I am killing myself. Like, I don't know. I upgraded my style. I got really... I have no style, I guess. It's not really there. I'm fluid. But I've decided that I need to stop, like, doing low effort. Or, somebody's gonna kill me if I say that. Hang on.
Maximum effort?
I decided that I will, yeah, let's go the positive route. I decided that I'm going to start trying to put more maximum effort into the work that I produce, because I am trying to get at least somewhat popular in my own standing. So I actually have a YouTube channel. Boop.
Oh, we're gonna Deadpool this shit.
We're gonna what?
We're gonna Deadpool this shit.
Maximum effort.
Ah, yes. Okay. I was not following for a minute. I have a YouTube and then I have an Instagram. So the YouTube is where I post speed paints. You can see other illustrations like this and the other two posters for Check that I've made for both the Black Hand and Jin, which I'll actually start somewhat bragging and displaying on the screen. Currently, what I'm working on, which will be uploaded as a speed paint as well. He cute.
Excellent.
I'm here for it. Them hands though, them hands make me just so happy. But yeah, so you've got the poster for the Black Hand. Oh, thanks, Ghost. Yee. Am I really at 97? Is that? Wow.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
Kind of wow right now. All right. Cool.
Kind of wow.
So stuff like what you see on the screen is posted up on my YouTube channels and speed paints, same as the one for here with Jin. So you guys can actually go check those out as they are drawn semi-live. It also includes other images like this. These are just kind of illustrations that I do for my own personal desires. Actually, my latest one, which I am very proud of, and kind of really took me to the extent of some of my skill, is this one, which is my Neon Ghost illustration.
It looks like a cyberpunk Afro samurai kind of deal.
Bruh. So this one is actually a result of a palette challenge. So that's why you see a lot of very similar colors in there, is because I basically resolved to draw this with a very, very select few colors. I think I had like maybe 8 to choose from. But yeah, I mean, it hit me one day, and then that's kind of how these illustrations goes. It just kind of strikes me, the inspiration hits, and I'm like, well, fuck, here we go. And then I sit down for like 8 or 9 hours because your girl hyper fixates on shit, and then there's the results. This is probably one of my other like faves that I've done in terms of the illustration. And I hate to like point some of these little things out. Is like, this one's, the illustration name is Neon Ghost, and that's why there's no reflection in the water or the water droplets, which was definitely done intentionally. Nobody's pointed it out yet, so I figured I would just give up myself. Like, and then this one, you may or not tell, but she's actually in a large-scale version of the birdcage. You can see the kind of archway pillars behind her. So, it's, I definitely, it is kind of random, but kind of not. Like, they all definitely are made with a very specific purpose. That said, you can see these speed paints. You can see them drawn on my YouTube channel. You can see my final posted paperwork. I'm thinking still about work at this point. You can see the final posted artwork on my Instagram. I also post a lot more than just art on Instagram. Sometimes I post sketches that I don't do speed paints of. There's also like silly pictures of my face and, interesting stuff like that. But the one new thing that I have not gotten to plug in quite some time is that I'm on TikTok now, which is kind of weird.
I feel sorry for you. Why would you do that to yourself?
Oh, well, because I want to become famous.
Fair.
Let me see if I can find my because I'm still quite fairly new to this. There we are. Oh, that actually popped up pretty easily. And then TikTok. My Tiki-Tac. So you can actually see even shorter transitions. I actually just did this as of last night, so silly me. They're transitions of some of the pieces that I've done at this point. I'm going to start trying to do them more for all of the illustrations that I do. I actually have other palette challenges coming up, so if you guys have a TikTok, you can follow me. You can also, oh gosh, I did really try to line it up with certain ones, but, right. Anyways, if you guys wanted to go and check out the videos, I think it's the 3rd video I posted. It has 3 different other palettes, so they're little palette challenges. Actually, this one is the cotton candy palette. So yeah, there's that. But you can comment on that video if you have recommendations of, like, you see this palette and it inspires you to want to see X, Y, and Z. I'm still kind of looking for ideas for the other 2. This one struck me in a certain kind of way that I had to make an axolotl boy. So, there's that. So you can expect to see this one up on both YouTube and Tiki-Tac eventually. when time begot that I'm able to actually finish and do anything. So there you go. I feel like my plugging was a little bit longer this time. Look at me go. That's it, I think. Huh?
Remember how in depth we got to talking about lighting on the Jin picture?
Oh, bro, the Jin lighting is literally savagery. I don't have the full file. Let me see the full file. You guys can't see it right now with where you are in terms of like layering. How can I the OBS. That's right. I gotta do this for OBS. Art Stoof unlock. Make. No, not make smaller. Just drag over. There we go. So now you guys can actually see like all of the tools and layers and stuff that I work through. For Jin, like there's this that was it went into the lighting. There's a couple of layers specifically on like his so this is his pants. This is his other side of his pants. There's, I think in the shirt I just did automatically. Then there's like the lamp light, and then there's like the computer light, and then there's like the background atmosphere shading, and then more shading on the box, and all of that was just kind of like going into attributing to the light. But so as a great example of layers, I know a good one to show you for just like, so you can have an idea of the insanity of which I go through every day of my life. So
Lord.
this one.
What have I done?
No, you're fine. It's a good question, and we like those questions. But this one was very, very interesting. So I had a whole separate folder for sketches, which actually, very interestingly enough, there's quite a lot to this sketch. Yeah, quite a good bit. There's 4 sketch layers. There is an entire, I combined, so if I open up my background top, so this is the top without the stairs, so you have the raindrops, the rain stuff, and then you have the folders specifically for the characters. So if you expand that, so that's like all of the layers for just that one individual person. As you can see, I think I got into like the 60s. So then there's the stairs. So this is a folder solely for the stairs. And then a folder for the 2, like 3 people in the background. Then this is like goes into the rest of the background that's at the top. And then if I close all of those folders up, so we just scroll for a good minute, there's the background floor, which was another like 5 layers. So in total, let me see, new layer. Oh God, where did I just put that? Hang on, at the top. All right, so all layers combined, it was 77 layers in total on this one image.
Sweet Jesus.
Lord. Yeah. Have you ever wondered what a sketch would look like if you randomly shuffled the layers and hit? Yeah, I don't wanna.
Shit.
Not on this one, at least. God for fucking bid. That's 77 layers I'd have to put back. Lord have mercy. But now, yeah, so actually, you know, for these streams, all of my tools and stuff are hidden off to the side because of, like, the chat and whatnot. But it does, I think, give you guys an interesting perspective of part of it that you don't normally see when it comes to my art stoofs. So there you go. I've now have gone on the rant enough to forget who brought that up, but anyways, I'm shocked that
lighting?
of you are. Oh yeah, that's your fault, right?
Yep, that's my fault.
But that said, rant over. I can't believe 12 of you are still watching after all of that ranting. But I think that about closes it up. I mean, unless Rick, did you jump in because you had something you wanted to put into and toss your hat into the pot? No? Okay. All
I'm
right.
just here.
Hey, it's okay. We vibe with that. So in that case, you know, obviously I want to, always want to take the opportunity to thank everybody who joined me on the call today for the stream. Naturally, you know, I think I fell silent quite a lot, so I'm sure that you guys at this point in time know if you know. If you don't, I get really distracted with the art and don't talk, so I literally would be not entertaining at all if it weren't for you guys. So big preaches for everybody who joins me in the calls. And then, of course, really appreciate everybody who's watching, whether you guys jumped in at the beginning middle, end. Maybe you're watching this later on. You know, I wouldn't have made it to episode 40, which is, speaking of, I will share my new episode template for the end of this, since you guys can only really see kind of a quick thumbnail of it. But I really only made it to episode 40 because of you. It's you know, for every person that joins me in the call, thanks. But without you viewers, this wouldn't exist. This wouldn't have kept going.
Yeah.
So a really big cheesy thank you for everybody that's joined me, and for everybody that's been patient too, because I know that I've been inaccessible for longer periods of time than the usual. And it just kind of means a lot to me that you guys haven't forgot about me yet. So hopefully it stays that way, and hopefully things start to calm down a little bit more at work and in life, that I can get back to a fairly consistent schedule.
Yeah.
Speaking of schedules, speaking of being disposed, just as a fair warning, next week I will not be streaming. I can already tell you that, because it's my birthday. And I strictly took the day off from work to, you know, just kind of be with myself, and because it's I'm turning 30.
Oh no! Welcome to the club.
My big 3-0. So no work.
I turned 32 this year.
45 minutes left till your birthday, Spirit. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Check if I come in on the tail end and regularly check in on the 10-minute multiples episodes of the show. Like to see in the future, and the quality has definitely improved from episode 10. Aw. Yeah, the style, I've gone really try hard on the style. Yes,
Next makes
forever
perfect.
29. Exactly. I'll be celebrating my 29.2 birthday next week. Thank you guys. I definitely, I think I have always been feeling it for the past several years, 30 in my knees, but we'll see if things feel any different. But Kool-Aid, I'm really glad to hear that the quality's upped. I think the other thing that I'm really grateful for in this for this particular instance is that you guys gave me a motivation that I kind of lost for a long time, to start drawing again, but not just drawing, but actually making efforts to improve. And that's what I mean by going, like, you know, try hard is I'm not just skating through on a style that I had. I honestly am really trying to kind of catch up to where I could have been if I had been doing this consistently since I started when I was 8. Now that I've given my age away, you guys can obviously see that has been for quite a long time. But I lost...
Since ancient times.
Since ancient times. But I did. I lost motivation there for a bit, and then maybe if this can serve as some kind of inspirational tidbit, you know, a hobby is a hobby. It's always there. Even if you put it down for, you know, 5 years like I did, it doesn't mean that you can't pick it back up, and it doesn't mean that you're too old or too far gone to improve. I mean, you know, I went from creating this, which, no offense there, bud, but to this, there's a very clear and broad difference between the fluffy boys. This was maybe a year of progress of just doing these streams and working with you guys.
Rock and roll.
Joe says, "Hey Mickey, I've followed my dream and decided to go to culinary school instead of getting liberal arts degree. Legit?
I mean, it's definitely more useful than a liberal arts degree. Let's be real.
I'm specifically agree.
We will always need chefs.
always. But the other thing is that, you know, you said it's your dream. It's your dream to go into culinary school, and the fact that you're able to stop and follow that is a big deal. So I'm rooting for you there. 10 out of 10 approval from Miki. But I think that I've stuttered and stattered on for long enough. With that said, I'll relinquish you guys. Aw. Thank you, Shadow.
Yeah, chefs are awesome. Go for it, man.
I went to a liberal arts college and I can't cook for shit.
Bro, that's the other thing. You can, like, cook for yourself. You can cook for other people. It goes just, like, so far beyond a career.
It's just a good life skill, generally.
It is.
But more so, it's knowing what's good for you and what's not good for you and how to prepare it.
Oh yeah, there's a lot
like all that useful shit to help you live longer.
You preach. But yeah, I mean, continuing to follow your, like, Phatdogs Studios was such a wild opportunity for me. And following your dreams can definitely result in something. I mean, here I am, 30 years old. A comparison between a year ago and today is kind of clearer than day. Like, obviously, what's there isn't bad. I'm not saying that, but I'm getting
See
better.
here. You're 29 and 51 weeks. You're not quite there yet.
What?
29 and 51 weeks, that's correct.
You're not quite 30 yet.
51 weeks?
Yeah, there are 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
I'm 30 in 30 in 7 days.
Yeah. Yeah. So that would be the 52nd week, yes.
I'm so fucking done with y'all. Jesus Christ.
Damn it, Rick, you know how to use a calendar? What the fuck?
Jeez,
Damn.
Fuck you. I'm supposed to be the one in finance, and here I am, like, I can't do math. Anyways, enough.
What is a calendar?
Soapbox. Follow your dreams. Don't give up. And, you know, you'll definitely get somewhere. You gotta put you have to put the effort in. You've got to have the drive and the want, and I think I lacked that for a while. So what I was saying was thank you guys, because if you were not here and if you did not make this stream a success up to episode 40, you know, I may not have gotten here.
Pretty wild.
Not episode 40 is 39 and 3/4.
No, all right. That's not how numbers work.
Aw. And thank you, Evil Advisor, and I wish you a good luck on your expensive minis. Okay, alright. Shutting it down. So wherever you guys are watching from, or whether you're watching it in the future, hope you have a good day, a good night, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.